Other guy. Stand up.
I am standing. I heard that. So, good evening, everybody. My name is Ben Bakken, and I will be the last person this evening giving our good friend Chad a roast. I mean a toast. Did I say roast? I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. It's going to be fine. First, I'll explain why I'm up here. You've heard from the Matron of Honor. You've heard from the best man. The reason that I'm here is that, Brian didn't explain it. The obstacle that he referred to, Brian and his wife Meg became proud parents of a baby boy on Tuesday named Kaylin James. So let's congratulate Brian. Congratulations. Well, a few months ago, Chad and I were at a bar having a couple beers. You'll see a lot of our stories start that way. And Chad said to me, "Hey Ben, Brian and Meg are pregnant, and they, based on timing, it's right around the same time as the wedding. They may not be able to make it. Brian's coming from Wisconsin. If that's the case, he asked me to stand in as the best man." And I was touched. That really meant a lot, brother, because a wise man once said, in referring to, we have a great group of friends here, that this is a deep bench, and Chad could have picked anybody to be that understudy best man, and it meant a lot to me that you did that, so I really appreciate that. It meant a lot to me. But now I'm going to go back a little bit and tell you about a couple stories here as I continue with my roast. I need toast. I did it again. Chad and I, a few years ago, were with some friends here. We were in East Lansing at a bar having a couple beers. So there it is again. And we were talking about who each of us, because we all went to the same middle school together, who we brought to our middle school farewell dances. Remember this discussion? Okay, and so we're sitting around the table, all the guys you see here, and we're just kind of laughing as we're remembering, Jeff, remembering who he went with, and we laughed, and Brad and Paul and Tim and myself. And I saw Chad sitting over in the corner of the table, and he wasn't having as much fun. He was kind of sitting down, kind of looking at his beer, and he wasn't, remember this, Brad? He was kind of sitting down, and I said, "Well, hold on, guys. Our friend Chad, there's something wrong. Chad, what is it? What's bothering you?" And he goes, "Well, I didn't go to the farewell dance with anybody when I was in middle school. Nobody would go with me." It's really sad, right? And so as the good friend that I was like, "Well, Chad, brother, it's because you looked like a toad when you were in 7th grade. Which I know you guys are looking at me with a little bit of skepticism, because you see in front of you this handsome, dapper young man who just, picked things up nice, doesn't he? It's true. Well, I'll give you another story. This one, we're in 7th grade. We're at a bar having a couple beers. So I was moving to Holt from Lansing at the time. When I moved to Holt schools, it's nervous moving any schools anytime, but I didn't wear the right shirt and the right jeans. I didn't roll my pant legs the right way, and so it was kind of weird as I'm walking around the hallways my first day at Holt Middle School, and I'm like, this couldn't be any worse. This is horrible. I'm just such a goofy kid. Look how goofy I look right now. Imagine when I was in 7th grade and I was like 6'7", weighed 45 pounds, and my knuckles back right on the ground. I'm like, this couldn't be any worse. And then I see Chad. And I'm like, now I feel better. I'm like, this could be a lot worse. Well, I don't know who that is, but I'm going to hang out with him because it makes me look worse. So still, I still see some of you guys, you're not believing me. You're not quite believing me. So Chad, I'm going to ask you to stand up. Stand up, brother. Come on. It's okay. It's fine. It's almost over. Now, no. So anyway, now I'm going to help prove to you that I'm telling you the truth. You get this? Okay, great. So here we have Now, I'm not going to make a big deal about this, though. I mean, you guys can see. So we can, move on to something else. I'm not really going to. Just kidding. Let's begin. First, I'd like to draw your attention here to the size of the ears, okay, relative to the head. That's like 3/4 the size of the head in each one of those ears, which was good because he could hear when people were sneaking up on him, and he actually learned how to flap them so that he could fly away with those ears. It's a true story. Next, I'd like to point out this area here. You have to look very closely, but with the thickness of these glasses here, the thickness there, you can see the outside of his head from the glass. So, like, I've heard of Coke bottle glasses, but, I mean, you could use that in place with a Hubble telescope, and he used to fry ants with these glasses. I've seen him do it. And then finally, here, let's look at the neck for a second. I'm not gonna hate on the 1985 Huxtable sweater, because I kind of like the sweater, but if you look at the neck, and you guys in the back may not be able to tell this, but the distance between the inside of the turtleneck and his actual neck, it's like 18 inches. It's like a foot and a half. He looked like, look at that. People on this side of the room need to see, bro. Okay, he looked like a balloon, a helium balloon on a string. So, Jamie, I see you laughing, but, and right now you're thinking, well, I mean, yeah, but Chad's a handsome guy today. I mean, look at this face. Look how well he's done. Look at this handsome guy. But, Jamie, you plan on having kids someday. I'm just telling you, okay? Now finally, you guys may be, no, open it up. You may be asking yourselves, what is the significance of my marvelous face? Okay, hold it up. Hold it up. This is Chad's work. This is an actual paper he wrote for English class in 1987. And it's called How Marvelous My Face Looks. I'm not kidding. Any of you can come up if you want to verify this after the show. It's just how marvelous my face looks. Please hear. My name is Chad Falk. I have hair that is brown. It's short and turns blonde in summer. I have eyes that are brown, and I have glasses. So true. My nose is almost like a triangle. Okay, alright, this triangular, that's fine. I have a mouth that is big, and my teeth need braces. All put together, it's a marvelous face. So now, in all seriousness here, the roast is over, Ted, I promise. Chad is one of the best guys I've ever met in my entire life. And when I try to think of how to describe Chad, I think that, again, you've got a great, really close group of friends, but Chad's the guy that if you're broke down at 2 o'clock in the morning, you get a flat tire on the road, every one of us would really call Chad first. Because he's the guy, he would be there. If you ever ask anyone, can you do me a favor? And a lot of people say, well, what's a favor? Chad doesn't do that. Can you do me a favor? The answer is yes. He is there to do anything for anybody, anytime. And, that commitment, between your marriage, I'm so excited for you and Jamie. And, Chad, everybody in this room who's here, all of us who love you, we're so proud of you. And for the one person who's not here tonight, she's looking down at you. She's proud of you too. I love you, brother.